If you click this video away, then please tell me what the reason was so that I can improve. Otherwise, hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn ornithology. Today we're rock dove, and after we've done that, we're going to do stretching. And if you participate in the stretching, then it's very harmless. The rock dove, or Columba livia. The wild ancestor of the town or feral pigeon, the rock dove is a bird of rocky coasts and cracks. Okay, the town pigeon. So the pigeons living in many towns and cities, I don't know what feral pigeons now are, but the pigeons living in towns and cities, they have ancestors, and this ancestor is, for example, the rock dove. And it lives at the coasts and also cracks. It is paler with an ash-grey back and a green and purple gloss on its neck. Two broad black wing bars and a white rump. I don't know what a rump is. Feral pigeons have very varied plumage patterns, and interbreeding between the two forms has made the genuine wild rock dove a rarity. First thing, feral pigeons have very varied plumage patterns. Okay, the pattern on their feathers is very varied from pigeon to pigeon. That's the first thing. And interbreeding between two forms has made the genuine wild rock dove a rarity. Some type of birds are breeding with other type of birds, and that makes one type of bird less common. I don't get the word, but the rock dove one. So what are the feral pigeons? There are the town pigeons and the feral pigeons and the rock dove. The rock dove is the ancestor of the town and the feral pigeons. I don't know what feral means at all. Feral pigeons have very varied plumage patterns, and interbreeding between the two forms, I think the town and the feral pigeons, has made the genuine wild rock a rarity. Let's see the bit on. Breeds on coastal cliffs and mountains. Feral birds widespread from coasts to cities and on farmland. Okay, another one. Large white patches, someone. Feral pigeon. So feral pigeons are their own. The white underwing. They have a white underwing, the feral pigeons. Then there's one dark below and has glossy purple and green on neck. That it must be the rock dove. Pale grey back. Two long, broad, black bars on wings. We can't see that by the feral pigeon here, the black one, the bars. It lives, the green bars all year, it lives around the Mediterranean Sea all year. And also in the north of Scotland, Northern Ireland and Ireland. And around the Black Sea. Voice, deep, rolling, moaning, coo, coo. And how would it be deep, rolling and moaning? Nesting, loose, untidy, sparse nest on ledge or in cavity. I don't know what a ledge is. 2 eggs, 3 broods all year. We're having 3 times in a year eggs. We're having 3 broods with 2 eggs and with all year long. The nest is loose and untidy. Feeding. Forages for seeds, buds, berries and small invertebrates on ground. So it's going after seeds in the ground, seeds of other plants, of buds that are the beginning of trees, I think, where the tree grows longer at the branches, berries and small invertebrates also. Okay, seeds and buds and berries and also small invertebrates. Worms do they need. Similar species are wood pigeons, the stock dove, and the peregrine or other birds of prey in flight. So the wood pigeon, So there is the town pigeon, the feral pigeon, the wood pigeon, and the rock dove. And also the stock dove, and also the peregrine. Okay, we have information together, and I think we could spend a little time on memorizing them and then making maybe the information, the presentation. Okay, the rock dove, it is the ancestor of a town, or also called, let's just say of a feral, of a town of, let's just say how they say it. It's the ancestor of a town of feral pigeon. And it lives more in the rocky coasts and cracks. That is the reason why it lives around the Mediterranean Sea. Maybe. The North Sea and also the Baltic Sea and the Normandy and also the west side of France, they have now rocks. Scotland has rocks. Ireland probably too. Northern Ireland probably too. England and the east side of Scotland not so much. That is the reason why it doesn't live there. That explains that strange marking where it lives, because there are rocks and higher cliffs at the coasts of Europe, at the Mediterranean. But are there? There are not. There are not always cliffs where it is on the green areas. So it doesn't make sense. Okay, the rock dove is the ancestor of a town of feral pigeon, and it lives at rocky coasts and in cracks. That makes a bit sense. I'm not completely sure what the name of the river is in English. There's a big river in Italy, in the northern part of Italy, through to Venetia, over from Liguria. No, it doesn't start with that one, I think. Over to the northern part of Italy. And there is no green. There is it very flat, but they have made whole Spain. And I cannot imagine that the rock dove lives everywhere in Spain. There are way too many deserts in Spain. Desert areas. Okay, let's forget about it a little bit. It's ancestor of the town of feral pigeon. It lives in rocky coasts and in cracks. It is a bit paler and has an ash-grey back and green and purple gloss on the neck. And two broad black wing bars on the side and a wide rump wherever the rump is. Okay, in cliffs of coastal and also in mountains. I think that map is just not completely accurate. At most places there are cliffs or mountain ranges. In some places they weren't completely accurate, and they have made it a bit there. So I think that in Spain is completely there, and also Portugal is a bit inaccurate. On other places they were very accurate, with the Alps, and also where the Alps go through France, and with Scotland and Ireland, and so on. Okay, and what is next thing? It has a deep and rolling I don't know what. It breeds 3 times a year, all the year long, 2 eggs, and it eats seeds and buds and berries and also small invertebrates or worms. Yes, and I think that it's related or similar species of a wood pigeon and stock dove, peregrine. What was the looking? It is paler than the feral or town dove. It has paler, 2 black bars on the wings. 2 black bars on the wings, and white rump. 2 black bars on the wings and a white rump, and also green or purple at the neck. Ash grey back. Okay, I'm going to start the second camera and try to say it. Two black bars on the wings, white rump, ash grey back, paler overall than the feral one, and the feral pigeon, and the green and purple colors on the neck. Deep rolling, moaning, oo or uruku. The rock dove. It is an ancestor of a town of feral pigeon, but it is paler. And it has 2 black bars on the wings, a white rump, and also green and purple gloss at the neck, and is overall paler. Now, and it lives around the Mediterranean Sea, completely basically around, but also a bit at Scotland and Ireland and Northern Ireland. And it lives all over in cracks or in cliffs. And the nests are untidy and loose, and they are breeding all the year, 3 breeds a year with 2 eggs. And they're having a deep and rolling coo sound, something like that. And they are eating seeds and buds and berries and also small invertebrates. And that is related, that is according to the Pocket Garden Birdwatch book written by Jonathan Elphick and John Woodward on the page 80. I'm going to start the camera. And that was the ornithology part. If you were here for ornithology, you can go directly to an expert in ornithology, where we're going to continue with an expert. If you stay here and participate in the stretching method at your own risk. We're having the feet sitting together, and we're doing the rooting tree. One toe goes to the outside, and the other one. Here, and toe. As far as you can go. Now again in. But this time, stay with the head down and go a bit into the knees. Legs a bit apart, and breathe and lift the arms up. Breathe again out and over to the side. In and the middle, out to the other side. In and the middle, out and down. Breathe in. Out, one hand slides down the leg, the other shoulder stays down. Breathe in. Out, one arm over. Breathe in and up rib cage. Out, back to the middle. Again in. Out, one hand slides down the leg, the other shoulder stays down. Breathe in. Out, one arm over. In and out the rib cage. Out and back. Have the feet standing together. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Then out, one hand down. Breathe in and reach. Getting it out. Breathe in and reach high. Out, one hand down. Breathe in and reach. Out, hand up and both down. Legs shoulder width apart and shoulder circles. Back with the shoulders up in front and down. Back, front and down and backwards. Front, up, back and down. And again. Front, back and down. Breathe in, lift the shoulders up. Then out, let them fall down. Again in. Out. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And reach always with one hand high up. Pretend to take an apple hanging high on an apple branch, to turn it a bit around, and then to pluck it out. And now, next exercise. Legs wide apart, arms up to a T. Breathe in. And out, shift over to one side. Again in. Out, over to the other one. Again in. And out, we're leaning onto the knees. Breathe again in. Out, one shoulder in front. In back. Out, the other one in front. In back. And out, and we're hanging down. Breathe again in. And out, go over to one leg. Breathe again in. Out, over to the other leg. Breathe in. Out into the middle. And close the feet. But keep on hanging down. Breathe again in. And out comes slowly with the round back up and make it the top backwards shoulder. Next, standing wide apart, we're breathing in, going down. Then breathing in out. And again in. And out. Breathe in and up. And out. Draw the shoulder blades together. Down and together. Up. Down. Breathe in. Close the feet. And breathe again out. That was the stretching. I thank you very much and until next time.